Hello, people of the world and other areas. It is Sunday, people. It's that time of the week again. Holy fucking shit. It is Sunday the 5th of May, 2024, he says, having written down the wrong date. Still haven't got it. Still not computing. It is the 5th of May, people. One day after Star Wars Day. Oh, my God. Here we go. The geeks are out in force, weren't they? It is a beautiful day today. It is precisely around about 7 p.m. in the evening. Let's not get too specific on time, people, shall we? It is around about 7 p.m. on a Sunday evening. It has been a glorious day here in the UK. England specifically. Summer seems to be on its way, people, or at least like a sprinkling of heat over the last 24 hours, which has been absolutely gorgeous. The fucking short brigade have come out, haven't they? The old Hawaiian shirts have been dusted off and paraded in the streets like some sort of fucking Hawaiian festival going on out there. I don't know. Is that the fashion this year? Is it as Hawaiian shirts come back, or is this just a minor glitch in the fucking matrix, which we will get to later? Yeah, it's been fucking gorgeous here. I tell you what, like, as much as I like going abroad on holiday and going to a sunny destination, there's nothing. I've said this many a time on this podcast to the point of becoming a little bit nationalistic. And patriotic, but you cannot beat this fucking country when it's warm outside. You've got the greenery, fucking green trees, the green grass, the heat's on. I went out today and I put the sunroof down, the roof down on my car. That's how nice it was. But at any moment, you've got to grasp that. That's why everybody goes mental in the summer here, because you have to grasp the nice times, the nice weather in this country, because at any moment it could start pissing it down. So you have to have a moment's notice as soon as the weather starts getting nice. Get your shorts on, get your flip-flops on, get your gnarly, fucking disgusting toes out that haven't seen the light of day in about 9 months. Dust them off, scrape that shit from under your toenails, get them flip-flops out, get the barbecue on. That's what people have been doing. All you can smell around here is barbecue and sweat. And that's the other thing about the silly season, the sweaty season. Everybody stops, I don't know, everybody's hygiene gets called into question when it gets warm, doesn't it? Being a card-carrying, hygienic person, or I like to think I am at least, you know what I mean? I've had 3 showers today. That's how many I've had so far. I know, it's far too many. I know this. I'm not doing anything for the planet, but apart from not adding odour. If people could take a leaf out of my book, just take a shower every day, people. That's all you need to do, innit? Don't have to walk around like Fusty the Clown, do you? The old Fustmeister, smelling like bed with your fucking hair all over the place. Because it's been compressed by 2 pillows and you haven't had a shower. Jesus Christ, I had to go up Sainsbury's earlier because I forgot some things when I was shopping yesterday morning. I had to go up there again and I got stuck behind somebody waiting for the self-checkout. And Jesus Christ, you could have brought people round with the smell. Somebody's been knocked out in a boxing gym. They need to bottle whatever that guy's essence was. And they could bring him round instantly. I don't know, man. Coma victims. People stuck in a coma. They'd be up and running for fresh air. Oh, my God, I don't understand that. I just don't understand how they don't know. How do you not know that you smell that bad? And that's not just a day's worth of sweat. We all have that. I had it yesterday morning. Yesterday morning, I had to... oh, God, I didn't have to at all. I chose to sort my washing machine out, stop it walking across the kitchen doing its Michael Jackson impression, just moonwalking across the fucking kitchen. And I got a bit warm. I'm not going to lie to you. I got a bit warm. I got a little bit frustrated. Yeah, I got a little bit sweaty. There's a slight, right guard won't let you down, but fucking sure let me down yesterday morning. That's false show. Now, I just took a shower afterwards. That's what I did. I just took a shower. It's easy. These people, why are you not taking showers every day? What are you doing? How bad does your bed smell that you're going to bed stinking like that? I don't know, man. I don't know it's being judgmental, but you can never bring up that issue with somebody. That's the one thing. As a species, as humanity, that is one thing we should be able to agree on, right? There ought to be various things we agree on when you're born that you sign up to. Human rights, no racism, no sexism, no, not unless it's, a funny joke. No racism, no sexism, no fucking transphobia, no xenophobia, nothing like that. That's what we all ought to sign up to. And then the most important one, the one that's going to see us through life, even more important than any of those other things, to have a nice experience on this planet. Everybody should sign up to the fact that, hey, if you stink a sweat, people can tell you about it. But for some reason, we need that in some sort of constitution. Why didn't they add that into the Magna Carta? Oh, just a little thing at the bottom here as well. If you stink like shit, you're not allowed to get offended if people approach that subject with you. Hey, stinky. Take a bath, why don't you? Oh, sorry, do I smell? Yeah, you smell a little bit. There's a bar of soap. Go and knock yourself out. Go on. But for some reason, no, it's always awkward. And it's always the people. It's never the person who smells that is bothered about it. It's everybody around them, isn't it? There's got to be something we can do, people, just being honest. Yeah, just, drop a few hints, start spraying people with Febreze or something like that. Hey, what are you doing that for? You stink, mate. You stink. You need to sort yourself out. You're a fucking adult, It's one of the essential things in life. You need to be clean, to be hygienic. You eat and drink and all that sort of thing. You wipe your ass. Yeah, when you take a dump, try wiping your armpits as well. Not at the same time, mate. No. Not with the same piece of toilet tissue. Come on, calm down. Anyway, so sweaty season is upon us, people. This will see us through from May until about September time. And then it starts dropping off when the colder weather hits in, doesn't it? It's just a general air of fustiness about those people, isn't it? But now it kicks up a gear. The old bacteria starts multiplying, doesn't it? Like a fucking Petri dish under their armpits. The old sweat marks. It's never anybody who's neat in normal life, is it? It's always somebody, fucking animals, man. Animals. Anyway. Yesterday morning, my day yesterday was consumed with... Why is it every time I start a job, I can't just do a job and it's done? Yesterday morning, 8 o'clock, I thought, I know what I'll do. I got the anti-bounce feet for my washing machine. Instead of pushing that back every fucking wash, like I'm, was it Atlas holding up the world? Instead of pushing that back after every wash and watching it progressively move forward every single fucking wash I do. And then the plinth at the bottom of it, like at the kitchen, just drops forward halfway through. And the whole flat is shaking. Instead of doing that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to address this issue. Yeah? Be proactive. Have a goal in life, Ben. Have a goal in life and achieve that goal. That's what I thought. 8:30, 9 o'clock yesterday morning. 5 o'clock yesterday evening. I'm still fucking at it. 5 o'clock, people. That's like 8 hours. That's a solid day shift. right there. You know, if I'm a washing machine repairman and I am charging by the hour, I am on a dog shit rate. You know, if I'm doing like piecework for it, I'm on a dog shit rate there, people. Yeah, 8 fucking hours. I dragged the thing out, and because it's been fitted by the builders, they've used the smallest hose possible for the inlet of the water. So when I go to drag it out, that hose breaks. Water all over the place. Then I have to go around to Screwfix, get a new fucking pipe for that. Now the waste pipe isn't long enough to get back in. Now I can't push it back in because it's got stuck on some like thing on the inside, so I have to take that off. Try and push it back in, and now the waste pipe isn't long enough, and it's getting caught on the skirting board, so I can't push it all the way back, and it's not long enough to loop round, so I've got to get an extension for that. So my kitchen is half a part of the minute. I can't drag the washing machine out without taking the door off the cupboard next to it because the handle's blocking it coming all the way out. Just take the handle off, Ben. I tried doing that. Just took the handle off and then I couldn't get in to hold the fucking waste pipe. So every time I pulled the machine out, the waste pipe was disappearing behind the fucking counter, not to be seen again. It's one thing after another, I tell you. I just wanted to do a quick, 10-minute job. Boom. You know, fit the feet under. Even the feet don't fit. I put the feet under the thing. They flare out of the edges, so when I go to push it back, there's not enough room either side of the machine. Holy fucking shit. I swear to God, when I die and they replay your life in front of you, that's what they say, don't you? Your life flashes before you. It's just going to be me losing my shit whilst doing various DIY jobs over the years. That's going to be the highlight reel. Well, you spent most of your time doing this. This must be the thing you were interested in. No, it wasn't the thing I'm interested in. I didn't love it at all. I didn't love doing DIY. That's it. That's what they'll do. They'll do a two. Oh, well, he must have loved DIY. He was always doing it. No, I was always doing it because one job leads to another because people have bodged the fucking job in the first place. So then you have to spend a fortune replacing shitty stuff cheap stuff that builders have put in to keep the cost down. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, let's have a look at a bit of this orange juice stuff. Look, we're off the tea today, people. It's too warm. It's too warm for tea. And I don't buy that either, that tea, a warm cup of tea cools you down because it heats up the inside and then makes you sweat or whatever. I don't know. I don't get that. I just want, this is, I don't know what this is. It's meant to be full of vitamins and minerals and things like that. But I don't know. It just looks like piss. Is that too much to say that this looks, I am essentially drinking at the moment what looks like really dehydrated, I've been on the piss last night urine. And it has a hint of orange. Just a hint of orange in there. Why would you want to make it nice? Anyway, so the washing machine incident was consumed most of my day yesterday. Getting it out, putting it in, getting it out, pulling it in again. I cut all the sealant around the thing because around the bottom of the unit and everything, which I've got to redo all the clear sealant that hits to the floor because I thought I'd have to take the side of the unit off to get the washing machine out and give it more stuff, give it a little bit more room because I couldn't get my fingers in there, but I managed to drag it out in the end. But Jesus Christ, it's just... and then you see all the shit. That's the thing you don't realise when you take either an appliance out or something like that, or you look under the kick plate, the plinth at the bottom of a kitchen. When you take those out, you don't realise the amount of shit that builders leave under your units. It's like a treasure trove of trash. There was crisp packets under there, everything. There's nobody, dust, shavings, bits of wood. The last thing you want to find is a fucking plaster under there or something like that. Has nobody got any pride? Nobody sweeps up. Has a builder never heard of that? Like just sweeping up and tidying up underneath? No, just whack it in. Whack it in. I'm on £50 an hour. I haven't got time to do this. That's below my pay grade, isn't it? Just sweeping up. So you have to clean all the shit out, all the shit under the washing machine on top of the washing machine, all the sawdust and shit like that. Jesus. Oh, we're having a rant today, people, aren't we? We're having a rant today. I don't know. I've been selling a few bits on eBay as well, which is never... I don't sell stuff on Facebook Marketplace because I can't be doing with the messages that you receive from people. Has it got this? Has it got that? It's all in the advert, mate. That's it. And they get to direct message you. The thing I like about selling shit I don't need, like I'm selling a lot of my old podcast stuff. Basically, because I've got this new bit of kit. I've had kit just sitting around and just thought I'd get rid of it. If whatever I get for it, if I get a bit of money for it, that's a bonus. I'll spend it on washing machine hoses. That's it. That's all I'm going to invest in now. Washing machine hoses. I'm a fucking expert in washing machine hoses now. Coupling systems, how to couple them together, which is the best way to do it. Ask me anything about washing machine hoses. I've fucking got it nailed. That's the thing. You have to become an expert just to get the simplest thing fixed. So I'm selling this shit on eBay. All right. I sold one of these. What was it? Have I got one here? Let's have a look. What is it? A Zoom H4n. I sold one of those, right? I had two of them. Because I'm so anal about everything, I have to get a backup for stuff, right? Even this podcast now is being backed up on my laptop on Logic, right? But I'm recording it through the Rodecaster Pro 2. So I have to back everything up, and I had a spare one of those. So I sold it, right? Sold it on eBay. Sold it to some chump, some sucker, some geek, honey. Some fucking lonely geek sat in his thing. I'm going to start recording my own voice. Yeah, one of those guys. And the only reason I say geek and pathetic loser is because of the email I got, right? So I got a message from him, and it comes up, and it goes, right, dispatch date was like 2 days, right? So I got 2 days to send it out. On the first day after the thing, I sold it on Monday, so I sent it out Wednesday, right? That was it. I get a message from this guy going, I'm getting very... So this was on Thursday, this was. So I sent it out Wednesday. It sold Monday night about 9:30, so I couldn't take it to the post office that day. On the Tuesday, I was busy, so I did it on the Wednesday morning, right? So I get an email. I'm getting very suspicious about this package, and then a big long list of reasons why it's suspicious that it hasn't been sent out. I've noticed you've sent it out by Every, and going on, who are meant to be the worst delivery service in Europe. Why have you sent this? I feel like I'm being ripped off. So the thing that the guy failed to realise is that he had pre-selected delivery by Every. Nobody wants to use Every. They're fucking shit, right? I don't want to use them. But when you pre-select that and it says buyer preference next to it, I'm thinking, oh, well, maybe he's got an Every pickup that's local or something like that, so I'll just pay for that, right? And as for being ripped off, he bought one of them. It was about 126 quid new. And he bought it for 70 odd quid. If you think you're being ripped off by it, don't bid on it, bud. So I sent all this back to him, and then he's got the audacity to say, well, if I'm out and it gets sent back to you, I want it sent to me in first class. first class, like through the post office. Well, yeah, if you're paying for that, I'm not a company. I'm not Amazon, right? If it says I'm going to send it out in 2 days, I'll send it out within 2 days, right? However long it takes to get there after that, by the service you selected, I don't know, like everybody expects to order something and it's on their doorstep the next day. But the audacity and the fucking, the fucking privilege of like, wanting me to, if it gets sent back to me because he's not there, by a postal service that he selected, and then I've got to pay it out of my own pocket to get it to him through the Royal Mail. Fuck off. The funniest bit was when he put in there, he sent this massively long message, right? It was a massively long message. And he goes, I still see that I can cancel the order, but I'm too busy to hit the cancel button. You're too busy to hit the cancel button, but you're not too busy to leave the longest message ever. I think it must have took up every character that you can have on eBay. It's, you know, you feel like going, fine, fucking send it back then, mate. Send it back. That's fine. You go without. That's it. And then I even, on the day, yesterday, like I said, I'll tell you what I'll do. When it's out for delivery, I can check it my end. I'll let you know. Did that Saturday. Checked it. It's out for delivery. Should be delivered between 12 and 1. Right? It got delivered at 12:15. Let him know all that details. Didn't even message back. Oh, thanks, mate. I appreciate it. Sorry about that. You know. Fucking cocksucker. People are so fucking rude, man. So fucking rude. You know. I don't know. Anyway, that wound me up. So yesterday was a fucking wind-up day. There we go. A little bit more vitamins for me. Anyway, after those rants, it's the thing on eBay. You just, you know, it is what it is, mate. Like I've got like an old Kappa top. I never wear anymore. I've put on a bit of shoulder weight, so it doesn't really fit in the shoulders anymore. So you stick that on. You know, it's just selling stuff online. You're just dealing with the general public is a fucking nightmare. You sell something on, what was it, on Vinted. So I've got this thing on Vinted. I've got that and a Ralph Lauren jacket that just doesn't fit me anymore. It's meant to be a large. It's not a large. It doesn't fit my shoulders either, right? I don't know what's been happening with my shoulders. Maybe the swimming's paying off, something like that. But anyway, he says, as if I'm promoting myself over the internet. Hey, ladies out there, you like a guy with big shoulders who can't fit into a medium Kappa or a large Ralph Lauren windbreaker jacket? I'm the guy for you. Anyway, so I got these for sale on fucking Vinted, and it's 15 quid for the Kappa jacket. It cost about 70 quid, right? It's barely been worn. It's nice. It's virtually brand new. You know, no stains on it. No fucking, you know, you put that under a black light, that ain't going to be glowing, baby. Yeah, it's clean. Put it on for 15 quid, somebody offers you a tenner. And I was like, okay, I'll split the difference with you, you know. A couple of quid, 12 quid or whatever, just so I don't, no, it's too expensive. Two quid's too much. And I know from my perspective, like, well, just give it the 2 quid, Ben. But I'm a fucking stubborn bastard. And I refuse to do that. Yeah? You've got to give a little bit. I don't mind that. I don't mind a bit of negotiation. All right? But you've got to give a little bit. Yeah? I'm not just going to take your first offer for stuff. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. Do you need the 12 quid, Ben? No, I don't. No. I just wanted to... What I should do is take it down to a charity shop and give it to a charity shop. But I know that most of that money from charity shops goes into admin and shit like that and doesn't go into helping people. So, you know, It's a difficult world we live in, people, isn't it? When people run charities as businesses and then just cream off all the profits. Anyway, maybe it's the heat that's getting to me today. Do you think it could be the heat? I feel a bit sweaty right now, to be honest. After all this sweat talk. Ah, dear. Anyway, what's been going on? Hey, what's been going on? What's been going on? A few like firsts and things like that have been going on. I read this article about two life forms merging into one organism for the first time in billions of years. Now, apparently, I didn't realise this, but one organism consumed the other organism, and then somehow it becomes an organ within that first organism and creates something new. Or just becomes absorbed into it, which hasn't happened for a billion years, apparently. I don't know if anybody's been keeping track of this, whether there is an organism update. This is way out of my educational background, by the way. I'm just fascinated by the fact that a lot of things seems to be converging at the moment. Here we go. Here's a YouTube conspiracy theory coming along, isn't it? A lot of things seems to be converging and aligning at the moment with AI, organisms merging. What was it the other day as well? There was evidence, some doctor or something like that has got evidence that we live in a simulated universe by the fact that something like the universe is ever expanding, but it's something to do with like data. I don't know. I'm talking, I'm on my ass here talking about this like scientific stuff, right? I'm not particularly scientifically gifted. I got a B for double science in GCSE and then left it behind. I was like, I'm never going to need that again. Until this moment. That was like maths at school as well. I tapped out at GCSE. I was like, that's it, I'm done. I should have done the same with German. I should have tapped out first year German. I'm done. I can ask my way to the railway station, where the railway station is. I don't need anything else. I'm English. I just point at stuff and say, in a German accent, while speaking English, I ask about stuff. That's what we do. That's what we do in England, isn't it? We point at stuff. We kind of put on the country's accent that we're in, as long as that country is like white. If we're not in a essentially white-based country, or predominantly white country, we just talk slower and probably point more vigorously. That's how we get along in the world, isn't it? How the fuck did we take over most of the world? How did we do that? We have no language skills. We have very few people. And we have no real, cultural bent to adapt to other people's ways of life. How the fuck did we do it? I have no idea. Anyway, my point I'm trying to make is about this guy who thinks we live in a simulated universe, which is hard to tell, isn't it? Because that guy could, if we are in a simulated universe, then that guy could be like just a bot within that simulated universe who is spreading the truth of the fact that we live in a simulated universe, but by doing it in this way with very little evidence, people are going to go against that, thus proving that we don't live in a simulated universe, even though we do. It's him saying that we do is just casting doubt on the fact that we live in a simulated universe. Maybe I've been put here for that very reason, to talk on this podcast about that and walk you down the wrong path. The Matrix films have got a lot to answer for, haven't they? I would like to go back before the Matrix films come out and see if any of these theories about living in a simulated universe were actually around before that time. Because it seems like since that film came out, that has had a massive cultural influence on how some people see the world, whether it's real or a simulation, or a simulation of what was once real, doesn't it? I think, like, you know, if it was me and I was in the Matrix, I think I'd probably... You go from a world, like you take the red pill or whatever, you go from a world where the world is like this today to taking that pill and living in a tin can with things constantly trying to kill you all the time. I don't know. I'd rather be oblivious to it, I think. I'm fine. It's absolutely fine. I'd probably like to know that I was in a simulation, but I'd probably be happy just living in a simulation. You know, your life is going to be a lot better, isn't it? Yeah, you don't have freedoms. You know, you're not really aware and awake of what's going on. But who is in the world these days? You know, who the fuck is? Yeah. Your quality of life is going to be so much better if you hadn't taken the red pill. And that's what it's meant to be all about, isn't it? The quality of life. You know, what would you rather be eating? Like a nice dinner, a nice pasta, brilliant Italian meal, Chinese meal, Indian meal, dare I say, English meal. Or just eating that gruel that they eat. It's got all the vitamins and minerals, very much like this drink, to be perfectly honest, that you need. All the vitamins and minerals that you need. Yeah, but, you know, I ain't going on holiday to Gran Canaria, am I? If I'm taking the red pill, I'm just stuck in this tin can, flying around all over the place in sewers, getting chased. Oh, fuck that. There we go. That's my 2 penneth worth, as they say, as the older generations say. Oh, my God, we've hit half an hour already, people. That is this week's episode of the Ben Briggs podcast, people. I know, we started off a bit moany, didn't we? We started off a bit moany. That's it. Very frustrating weekend, people. I hope your weekend is great. It's fucking bank holiday weekend here in the UK. Enjoy your bank holiday Monday tomorrow. And I shall speak to you next week. Hopefully it's going to be a glorious day. The start of things to come. Sweaty season is upon us. Have a great week, motherfuckers. I'll speak to you next week. Take care.